want you bad, your body. See you at the after party. I can't be your friend, I'm sorry. I swear I don't want nobody like I want you bad, your body. See you at the after party. I can't be your friend, I'm sorry.
Damn. Damn. What's a band? What's a drink? What's a man to do but think about how he could have been? Damn. Damn. Get a grip, get a shrink, get him convinced you can't help thinking about how he could have been. Damn. Damn. I lost a week, I lost my mind, made all
Hello and good morning if you're in Australia. Everywhere else, hi. Happy Saturday. Hello, hi. Sorry, I feel like I missed a bunch of chat. The streamer bot disconnected, so I had to restart it. So the first message I saw was Aqua with the little hi emote. That's why I shouted you out. I didn't see any of the rest of it until I like just looked now. Yeah, Robin's computer is having not a very good time. Corner changed? It did. I'm trying to make my place feel like a livable space. So I started moving stuff around because everything was just kind of plonked down the first day I moved in. One sec. Saved you all from a horrible burp. I just kind of plonked everything down, and then I never touched it for like a month, and I was like, I should probably do this. So I've moved a lot of stuff around. So now all my camera stuff is in here, and it's on wheels, so it's nice and easy to move if I ever need to. And the Kallax thing is in the living room now as like a shelf area, so things are slowly coming together, and yeah, I'm still figuring out to want to see how I like things. Still not sold on this. I think I am ultimately going to go with shelves here on this wall. I think that's the play. Not 100% on that yet. As I've said, tempted to like make my desk smaller, but I do really like having the space. It's like a weird thing of like, it would make better sense to have a smaller desk in this room, even though it can fit this one, but I like having the space, so it's very much like a challenge of that. For the Kempson Pollock painting, yes, just except one color, it'd be red with a little bit of chunks, and it would be right against this wall, and a shotgun in my face. Anyway, let's not go down that path, because that is the path I've been down a week. Yeah, I don't know. I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on with me, and I need to sort it out. Unfortunately, it's going to take like 2 months to fix. So yeah, I gotta sort that out. So it's not fun. It's not fun to like be okay and then suddenly everything dip and be like, ah, okay, that's why. So yay. Anyway, hey Chronicle, how's it going, dude? Go follow Chronicle. They are fucking awesome. I can never spell your name though. There we go. Go give them a follow. They play PUBG, play a lot of games. You've been crushing it this week, man. I've seen you live. I've been super busy with work that I've spent almost no time in streams. Even the usual streams I'd be in, I'm like, hi, bye. But you've been crushing it this week, so hopefully everything's going well for you, man. It's good to see you. You had burritos and they had taste. I mean, I suppose like, I'm guessing not a good taste, but at least they had one, at least they had some kind of taste, and two, at least you don't have COVID. So silver linings. We're all about that hashtag positivity here. Despite me just saying about painting my wall with the insides of it's been going so busy now. I got to, oh nice, trying to keep streaming and content. Yeah, that's the real challenge. I can greatly empathize with, especially with what I do. With like, we've just finished a project at work and then another one starting like Monday, and it's like always the deadlines are like, hey, you got 6 weeks to do 12 weeks worth of work, and you're like, oh, that's fun. And so it's like, okay, don't finish work until, if I'm lucky, 8 p.m. stream after, and you're like, cool. And then on the weekends, and that's also part of the problem of like having the knock-on effect, is like you get to Saturday and it's like I'm in such a sleep debt by the end of the week that I hit like Friday night. I went to bed at like 12 last night, and still my body was just so shot that it was like, nope, you are just shutting down and you're just gonna lie in bed. And I'm like, fuck, like it's not good. It's not good. I severely enjoyed those surveys. Well, it's just the way you said they had taste. I don't know. So that could have meant many things. That could have been like, you know, of all the movies to exist, it was one of them. You know, that kind of thought line that you could go down. So, but hopefully the new jobs like going well as well, Chronicle. But I understand that balance of trying to stay on top of content creation too. It's really tough. It's really tough. There's so many times where it's like, you know, I want to make YouTube videos, I want to make all this other content, and I know it takes takes a lot of time to do that, where it's like, it's not just like the easy part is showing up. I don't want to say the easy part is showing up in streaming, because sometimes it's really hard just to hit go live. But it's like when you're creating content on stream, once it's done and it exists, and that's kind of it. And you can move on a little bit. Maybe you make videos and compilations from it. But when you want to make like other content, and it's like, okay, I have to write a script. Okay, I have to like stand in front of a camera and do multiple takes of something. Okay, I have to edit it. Okay, I have to like, it's not like a 10-minute or 20-minute video is not 20 minutes of time. It's maybe 2-3 days, right? And add that, and like 2-3 days are like 8 hours. So you're talking like 20 hours per video, and I'm on the low end of that. Adding that on top of a 40-hour work week. I was gonna say 48-hour work week, because mine's never 40 hours. But like for me, it's like add it on top of a 50-60-hour work week, so you're at 80 hours. Add that on top of streaming 3-4 times a week, 3 to 4 hours a week. That's enough. So you're at 100 hours a week, and you're like, yeah, this is not really sustainable. And it's also not at a point where I can justify, just speaking of my own stuff, justify getting an editor. I'd love to have an editor and be like, hey, I'm just gonna like make the videos and hand them off and do it. I'm like, I can't pay someone $200-$300, and that's probably cheap, to edit a video for me that like is never gonna make, not that it should ever be the reason of it, of like it should make money, because it's a means to an end, and doing it for the reason of making something first is like important. But it's like it is a high cost for something when, yeah, like you get it. Hi Kodiak. Yeah, it's kind of an easy job. You get a lot of downtime, so like getting a laptop to edit videos with her. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. To utilize the time if you have that downtime, you know, it's like, as long as it's not affecting your ability to do the job where you can, like it can cause a problem. But that's not a terrible idea to like have that issue. So you just walk, see, and I just walked to Canadian Tire to get a Brita, since tap water here is a waste of coffee. Yeah. You don't want to use tap water though. Issue though is only want to go feel like streaming like 2 hours. I don't think so. Yeah, streaming more than like 2-3 hours is not bad. The thing is though, I think we talked about this before when one of the first times you came in. But even like, I would say, look at someone like Jinxie, who, you know, they take a very, very balanced approach, I would say. And that kind of like changed my mind on a lot of things, as well as like talking to Shay a lot too, where it's like streaming less is not a bad thing, because it creates kind of like an exclusivity in a way, where you're only available between these times. So therefore, if people want to see you live and see your content, they have to be there. Being live for like 8 hours a day, every single day, it kind of has less, it has a counterintuitive effect to it, right? Because yeah, you might get, once you've got viewers and the viewership, yes, it can generate income and things like that, and you create content. You are not going to create banger content for 8 hours a day, every single day. Whereas like in the same way, it's like if you're making a video from a stream, the video, if you do a 4-hour stream, the video is going to end up 20 minutes of the best bits, because there's only 20 minutes of the best bits of the stream. So if you can go into a 2 hours or 3-hour stream and make as much of that high quality as you can, that is much more impactful than 8 hours of mediocre content, right? Like it doesn't matter at a certain point. Like it's not always going to be banger after banger, but the irony of me showing up 3 hours late, it's like being consistent and just like making sure you're just creating great content for a short period of time is so much better than creating a lot of content, because then it just becomes slop. Not saying that that's what you do, but it just becomes slop, right? Because you're streaming for the sake of it. You're streaming to hit a certain number. You're streaming to appease something that doesn't really matter, when it should always be about the quality of the content that you're making, not the quantity. Because if you're just going for volume, then sure, you have a lot of analytics and you have a lot of times like, oh, you stream this amount of time. Yeah, but if people aren't engaging with it, people aren't enjoying it, if it's got a high turnover of people, if you have a consistent view count, you know, of people who are really engaged in what you do and making high quality content, that's going to be so much more beneficial to you than just streaming a shitload, right? So yeah. But it's, again, it's tough. Speaking as someone who works and streams and works as a supervisor in a stressful, intense industry, it's really tough. It's tough to be consistent. It's tough to show up every time. It's tough to want to present put your best foot forward and, you know, make good content after you just spent 10 hours that day in meetings and rotoscoping something for, you know, 8 of those 10 hours, just frame by frame painting. And it's like your brain is just turned to mush and you're like, okay, now I got to go and like stream. It's tough. And it's not, I do it because I want to do it. I'm not going to force myself to do it, because if I didn't want to do it, there's so many better ways to spend my time. But it's hard. Rotoscoping Ballhurst for 10 hours. Done that. Did that on Game of Thrones. Had to paint out Jon Snow's nutsack. It was on season 3, where he's in like an ice cave with Ygritte. It's like, no, had to give him the old eunuch snip. So, fun times, fun times. That was, oh my god, that was 12, 13 years ago now? Jesus Christ. Where does the time go? Okay, for today, in terms of streaming, what we're gonna do, I still feel very puzzly. I think I'm done with blueprints. I'm just gonna be honest. You can be mad at me, you can be disappointed, that's fine. I've hit a wall with it. In the same way of like with a Dark Souls game or any of those kind of games, I think I've hit a point where the juice is no longer worth the squeeze. I think I've got I've got enough out of that game where I feel happy and satisfied. I've watched people play it beyond the point where I'm at, and it's been very satisfying to watch them do it. I'm just never gonna realistically reach those points, and even if I do, I'm not gonna have a good time doing it. I'm gonna be frustrated as I go through it and do it, and it's just kind of hit a wall for me. So I still want to play more puzzle games. So I picked up a few weeks ago, I don't remember when I bought this, but there was a bunch of games on sale, and I picked up Viewfinder. Can I just be disappointed in you for... I mean, if you weren't disappointed in me for any reason, like you could literally have any reason, I would be concerned. Because I am a piece of hot garbage that should be disappointed in. So that's fine. But it's more just like, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Blueprints. I think I got out of it everything that I need to. I think that next level of depth to the game is built for is made and designed and built for a different type of player than I am, that goes beyond where I'm willing to kind of like dedicate, like put my time into. And that's fine. That's actually kind of the beauty of that game, is it's built in so many different layers that you only need to go down as far as you need to go down, right? When, like I said, when it became about, I really enjoyed the puzzles of that. I really enjoyed doing it. The thing is, a lot of the puzzles wouldn't work if you removed the RNG elements, but the frustration I was getting was merely the fact that I wanted to, maybe it's just the way that I'm wired. I watched the Game Maker's Toolkit video of it, and it kind of explained it in a way that I was like, yeah, I kind of feel the same thing about like the respecting your time kind of thing. And it's about like, you know, it's done in a different way where you can't really approach the game of, I'm going to work on this puzzle today. You've got to kind of see how the day plays out and adapt. And I'm like, that's fine. But when it's so far out of your control, even if you can adjust mechanics and things like that, to even get to the point where you unlock the things to be able to adjust those mechanics is so heavily RNG'd and frustrating that it just kind of became a chore. And then even like the day-to-day stuff just felt like a chore. Like the player movement is so incredibly slow. The cutscene animations, the fact that even if you've done like some things, it's like already done for you, but some things are just not done. Like the drawing room, every time you want to get that gem in the drawing room, you have to go in, you have to pull the handle, you have to watch the cutscene, you have to like, it goes up, you have to enter it, you have to like wait for the door to open, and then you have to wait until your mouse comes back, and then you can click on the... It's just like doing that over and over and over again. It becomes very cumbersome and tedious to me. And it's like stuff like that. There's certain quality of life things where I'm like, if you removed those elements, I would be better, you know. It's like I can handle a lot of the other stuff, but yeah, simple things where it's like, you know, putting the room on the back of the boiler room means that you can't give it power, and you have to, like, stuff like that where I'm like, this feels like a wasted thing. And the Game Maker's Toolkit video was really interesting because he made a good point about how showing the days gives you this false urgency that doesn't even matter. And I was like, yeah, it kind of did, because it started to feel where it's like, fuck. I even said on the last stream, I was like, I'm on day 40 and Trees is on day 45 and I'm so much further behind. And it's like, it's not even about that. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's because it's not a linear game. It's such a randomized game that you could get the draws that you need in such a different way that you could be on the same day as someone in a completely different point of the game. Doesn't matter if you're better or worse at the puzzles. It's just, yeah. So anyway, I kind of hit my wall with it, but I still want to play puzzle games. I still want to do something. I find them really engaging to do the puzzles. I just think I hit my wall with Blueprints. So I still recommend it to a lot of people. Maybe play it on Game Pass instead if you don't want to drop the money. I'm glad that I did drop the money. I got, what did I get it at? I mean, I got over 30 hours out of it. You know, that's not an insignificant amount of time. I think that I got my money's worth out of the game. You didn't 100% Stardew Valley in the first year. My hot take, I didn't like Stardew Valley. That's my hot take. I like the idea of Stardew Valley, but I find it very frustrating in a lot of similar ways of the repetition. I hate the fishing mechanic. I don't like the time and the energy things where it's like, the energy things I have no problem with, but it hitting a certain time of day and you pass out and then I don't like it. There's just certain things in the same way as like Graveyard Keeper really exacerbated that ran the show. Yeah, I'm happy to be in the minority. I love the idea of it. I love watching people play that further in, but I don't enjoy playing Stardew Valley. I find it frustrating. And I understand that it's part of the problem is I'm at the beginning of the game, not further in where things are automated, where things are sped up, XYZ. It's just, I kind of just want to I want to play a game like that, but I want to remove a lot of the bullshit. Like I've been trying, like I've mentioned before, I've been trying to make my own games. And Pyro knows full well how much I'm bashing my head against the wall of basics. And I'm not a technical person. I'm not I don't know shit. I have panic attacks opening Blender because I'm so adverse to 3D stuff, whatever. I just can't translate in my mind. And I'm pushing through and trying really hard. Like I'm trying to just I'm trying to get the camera to move with the mouse, and it's like it doesn't work. And I'm like going to the documents of the game engine's website and using the code they give you, and it still doesn't fucking work, and I don't get it, and I'm really frustrated. But it's for the purpose of like, I want to make the games that I want to play, and I want to tell stories in a different, like I don't care about the medium, but I just want to tell stories. And I have a bunch of game ideas. I've told Aqua about these too. I have like a bunch of game ideas that I want to make, and I'm like, the only way I can do it is just I have to push through and learn. And yeah, it's really hard. It's really, really hard. And I want to make my own version of, not my own version of Stardew, but I have a story. It's like a hybrid story farming game that's somewhere in between Slime Rancher and Stardew Valley, but it's not about that. Learning is painful. It's hard, and especially when I'm not engaging my brain like that on a day-to-day basis, I have to relearn how to learn. And I've been spending 1 hour at least every single day trying to learn it, and I have made no progress whatsoever. The furthest I've got is that I can make the camera move with the mouse now, where if I hold the right mouse button, it will move, but it does not move properly, you know. And I managed to like figure out how to make a physics object, which is just a rigid body 3D. That's it. I didn't even have to do anything. I just had to make a rigid body 3D, and it's like it took me 4 days to figure that out. I was like, oh my god. Right now I'm trying to make a golf club swing backwards so that when I let go, it swings forwards without the animation, just like through code. And it swings back, and then it snaps to the front part, skipping past the ball so it doesn't hit the ball, and then if I swing again, it hits the ball backwards. And I'm like, was I dropped on my head as a baby? Like, what is this? because my goal is to try and learn how to make it without following a step-by-step tutorial. I want to make something first to learn how to make games where I can learn how to make individual components versus just follow like the Blender donut tutorial where you just go through and you follow A, B, C. I don't learn well like that because it doesn't translate into other things. But if I start at a point where it's like, I want a golf club to swing and hit a ball, how do I do that? And I have to go and find out how to make those things happen and use my own, like some of the stuff, it's like my own understanding has helped me cross some of these thresholds. But man, there are so many things where it's really, really hard. But I have like a story game idea that I want to make eventually that has Stardew-esque elements, but really stripped down. And I want to make that game. And so I have to like push through in the same way as like if I want to make films and I need to be a better writer, I have to learn how to write and be better at writing. So there's a lot of stuff that I've got to do with that, but I digress. I'd love to do it. I have some memey stupid game ideas. I would like the golf one right now. The reason I'm trying to learn how to make a golf game is because it will teach me a lot of elements of game development. Teach me physics. It will teach me player interaction. It will teach me how to do like make levels. It will teach me about like UI. It will teach me about multiplayer if I want to add that. You know, all of the different elements. It kind like I want to learn how to do like a little bit of procedural generation so I can generate the maps. So it kind of is in a weird way like the perfect style of game to make as your first game to learn. I mean, I know you can like Flappy Bird and things like that, and like that's where you start because it's you can figure out techniques of that. But in terms of like learning every aspect of game dev, it kind of hits on everything except for like unless you like have the 3D player, right? But it kind of hits on all of that stuff. So I'm trying to learn how to do that right now. And it's fucking hard. I don't know how games are ever made. Like, games existing is a miracle, honestly. Or I'm just that stupid and it's not actually as hard as I think it is. But it speaking to Aqua and Pyro, it's definitely hard. It's just a different, again, in the same way as a Blueprints thing, it's a different level of difficulty where it's like, I'm at level 1 and it's hard for me and it kind of scales, and they're at like level 5. So like they've got all the basics and understand it, and they understand how all the puzzle pieces fit together. It's just putting them together as the different, like it's a different thing, and it all scales. Anyway, let's play some Viewfinder. I'm excited to play this. It looks really cool. It looks really, really cool. I'm gonna pause the music. The music. I also learned that like, so I was always like, what the hell is music? Because you'd see it, if you ever watch like a show with like false titles or subtitles, it'll say music plays, not music. So it's like M-U-Z-A-K. It's like, what the hell is that? Turns out it's just what they call like background ambient music in the world, which is like diegetic music. Or is it, wait, which? Yeah, diegetic music. Diegetic means it's like within the world. Non-diegetic means it's like soundtrack, right? But it's like music, like, so elevator music is like music, right? It's just background filler music. It's interesting. Why are you not riding a short bus? Short bus is, I don't think we had those in the UK. It's a grab bag of problems with no singular solution aside from the maths, but even some of those maths don't lead to the same. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like if I'm trying to get a golf club to swing back, here's the thing that I've done. I have 2 different game files that I'm working on. One on my laptop, one on my Mac Mini. That way I can try different things. On the laptop version, I did keyframe animation, and so when I press the spacebar, it plays the animation to swing the club, right? So I know I can do that. I know that's like, I don't want to say it's an easy way, but it is a way where it's like, instead of trying to do it through rotational code and vectors, through script language, it's triggering an animation, and then you can blend between animations as you do it. I understand that. Again, this is the way I try and to describe it the other day. Is like, you're given a book and you know what the book is about and you know what each word in the book means, but you have to just assemble the words in the right order to finish the book, right? It's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. You know what happens, you know everything that goes into it, but it's just assembling it. And that's the difficulty of trying to put it together. Of like, I understand what a vector 3 is. I understand what it means. I understand what float means. I understand all of these other things like a variable and a function, and like I kind of get an idea of like delta. I understand a bit about like rigid body versus static body versus character body, and all of the elements I have an idea of how they work. I just don't know how to put them together and link them and connect them to kind of make it all work together. So like I can trigger animations and that's fine, but my goal is that I want to be able to have it where it's like if I have an animation of the club swing backwards and then it swings forwards, awesome, right? But what I want to be able to do is be able to scale that and change it. Like, so the further back it's pulled, the more power it gives, or it only goes to a certain point and it holds. Or I can kind of generate different things, because what the issue I was running into is if I wanted to generate a directional, like a target line that shows where the ball is kind of aiming, and if I want to rotate it, it would break everything because the animation was built within a certain position and it wasn't so there's things like that where I'm like, I want to learn how to do it through the code, and then I can introduce animation and states and things like that and blend between them. But yeah, did you see the thing with Unity? I mean, I'm sure you did because Pyro sent it to me, so I'm sure you've discussed it. Where did you pick up Harry Flosser and the Flossing Stone? It's one of my favorites, written by Weird Al. Where what was it? It was, oh God, where is it? Who's posting Chemical Brothers songs? Unity is threatening to revoke all licenses for developers with flawed data that appears to be scraped from personal data. So I think it's like, oh, it's Pyro. It's the songs for the alarm split between. I guess I should also say like live now in the Discord. There we go. It's been 30 minutes, but whatever. Pyro and I have not discussed Unity news recently, but I didn't notice that. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I don't know, man. I invested in Unity. I have like stocks in Unity, and they've just been fucking it up. And speaking of Unity, this game was made with Unity. Okay, language, English. Override fonts for no. Haptic. I mean, I don't think we need haptics for mouse and keyboard. Controls, graphics. Is this better played with a controller? Or no? Oh, okay, well, I didn't change anything. I liked Unity during my student years, but no more. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like Unity has so many tutorials out there. It has so many good things that it's done over the years. And it was like, it was the indie champion, and they just kind of fucked it. I don't know. And like the article, the Reddit post was saying, it's like, yeah, everyone was blaming that CEO who came, it was like the Xbox guy who came in and was like, they wanted to charge people like $1, like $1 for something. I can't remember what it was, but it was like he just wanted to charge everything, and then he was the one that introduced the runtime fees, and then now it's like, come on. Again, it's like you can't. It's that start as you mean to go on, and it was just the fact that either Unity sold or they changed management and the style just doesn't fit, right? They were trying to make it like EA, or as an EA guy, and it's like, yeah, they don't like match. Like imagine if oh God, what's his name? Of Take-Two Interactive. I can't remember his name. But imagine if he started working at Blender Foundation, right? And they started to try and monetize Blender and all that. Like, it would not be good. It would not be good. That's why it's like I'm trying to learn Godot engine. I do eventually want to learn Unreal. I do think Unreal has a huge place, especially with crossover transferable skills for my industry in film, as well as game dev, and there are a lot more 3D cinematic style things that I want to do eventually. I have ideas for that. I'd love to make a web series using like metahumans and mocap and everything, and I think Unreal makes the most sense for that, to really do something. I think I could do a lot with it. But as game dev goes, like just small little games that I'm not going for visual fidelity or anything like that. I want to learn how to code. GD script makes sense to me because it's got a lot of Python syntax, and I have a very rudimentary let's just say familiarity with Python, because in VFX, our software Nuke is built on Python. So I have an understanding of a little bit of syntax, how things piece together. I don't know how to code. I literally know about, like, if you want to go up a file structure, use 2 dots and a slash. If you want to go, like stuff like that. It's really basic. I know nothing. And but at least I've like seen a lot of the syntax, and a lot of the syntax makes sense to me because of how it functions. Like I'm a fairly logical person, and I'm good at understanding those things. I just don't know how to piece them together. That's it. Things you're gonna wonder why you punished yourself with Unity or Godot when you switched to Unreal. I don't know, because I mean, I never used Unity. I tried once a long time ago. Godot, the reason where I'm like, I don't think that I'm punishing myself with Godot is, like I said, there's some kind of skill aspect that I could transfer into my job where it's not Python, but it's a similar enough that I'd be able to learn a little bit differently. Also, Godot has C# versions that you can build from. So I could learn how to program in C#, and that way it is transferable to any kind of game engine, which I still think is useful. Unreal has a lot of like the blueprint system I'm really interested in. I think that I don't necessarily want to make games in Unreal Engine, but I want to make like some stuff like 3D, like animation style, not like photoreal per se, but certainly something. I don't think I inherently want to use it for game dev, even though I know there's a lot of stuff. I do think I want to make games in Godot. I like the concept of Godot. I like what they're doing. It feels very Blender-esque. It has that kind of like the open sourceness. I really want to champion those things and like lean more into that, and learn things like Blender, learn things like Godot. Maybe it's like a stubbornness kind of thing, but at the same time, I think I would enjoy it a lot more. And there's like a little, I don't know, it's just like, I just want to learn something small and indie, and I feel like there's a good community behind it as well. So, I mean, Unreal does a lot for you, and it's insanely powerful. And I get it. I fully get it. But I like the idea of just learning a small little game engine like Godot that I can install on a thumb drive, and I can literally put Godot and Blender on a thumb drive and just plug it into any computer. They have a web app version of Godot that you can just load and like develop games in the web browser. And I'm like, yeah, I like this. I like what they're going for. All right. Let's play this Unity garbage. No, I'm kidding.
Great. We're in. Time to explore.
Can you hear the game okay? Oh god. That fucks me up. Why is 0.5 not here? That's better. Okay. There you go. Get to hear every single key thing. Bandwidth. Okay. There's buttons on it. I don't think we're in the puzzle stage yet. Yeah, we can sit down. Wait, why did I sit on the... Why did I... There we go. Okay, I didn't even, like, sit in the... Ugh. Okay, is the motion blur on in this? Depth of field. Okay, I'll leave it for now. Maybe I just gotta get used to it. Alright. It just has that kind of... Even though it's Unity, it has that Unreal Engine weird motion blur feel a little bit to it. Okay, can't seem to click on anything yet. Oh, I see, okay.
What is this place?
Pretty.
I've never seen this much overgrowth before. It's
Me on a date when she sees
What is
me
this it
naked
used
for the
to
first
look
time.
like? The world.
Oh, the camera is like, oh god. Camera's a little like jumpy.
Your vitals look good.
I don't know if it's just
I
me.
guess we know now that falling doesn't hurt.
It's
That's
very
good
like
news, at least.
hypersensitive. Rewind.
There must be a way to get back up there.
I literally am a camera.
Oh, you're what? That's sick.
Oh god, this is blueprints all over again. There's no run button.
What's an old photograph doing here?
Hold to aim. Huh? What? Hello?
Hang on, did you just shift reality?
What? Welcome.
A teleporter!
Ooh, whoa.
Glad you made it in one piece.
Where did we come from? That no. That was a lollipop. Pick up battery. Okay. Interesting. Teleporter needs to be powered. Okay. Can I do something with? Oh, okay. Apparently I can. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that yet. Oh. Okay.
It's almost working.
So we need another battery.
Looks like we need one more.
One more. I'm guessing it's going to be in that painting. In that photo. Wait, this is a photo. That's kind of crazy. It's a photo of the room that we were just... That's trippy as hell. That is crazy.
Well done.
I like that. Okay, this is... Okay. I'm so far, I'm enjoying these puzzles. This is giving me... It's itching something in my brain. The way that dopamine does not. Alright, is there anything... Pick up photo. Okay. So I can... do this. Alright, so we need more batteries. Got it. Uh-oh. That's cool! So if I accidentally put it in the wrong way...
Hey, there we go.
Locked. What?
Whoa, this place definitely feels different than what we've seen so far.
Alright, Jesse, calm down.
It looks like someone really settled here.
Is this gonna be me?
It's really nice. I wish I could be in there with you.
Where are you?
It must be a security measure. A structured path we have to follow. Well, let's find the next working one.
Alright, let's find the next working one. I agree, Jesse. So there's this one.
This must be the next stage.
Oh, my computer fans are going a little crazy. Let me turn the fan on that points directly into the PC. Okay, so I guess we gotta get across this. Remember to water your plants. I did today! I actually did that today. One of them is definitely dead. It's one that Shay and his girlfriend got me. I should have repotted it, but I didn't have any soil, and it's looking very brown. So I'm pretty sure it's Jova. Okay, let's line it up a little better, shall we? There we go.
Follow the gray brick road.
Dude, that is sick. How did they even do this? Like, how do you even... I can't even, like, figure it out. It's got to be something like there is an asset inside it that's rendered through another camera, and then when you place it... Yeah, it's... But it, like, places it perfectly. It's insane. And then it slices, yeah, and then it slices through. That's wild. Ooh, rubber decky. Pick it up. We found collectibles. Let's go. We're so back. Break the solar power.
Surface you can use to climb up there.
Yeah, maybe. For a price. Okay. Let's try that. There we go. Oh, God. Bridge the gap. How lovely. That wasn't a bridge. That was a building. Is that a cat? Wait, can I... oh! Can I pick up the photo again?
I need to understand. This place, beautiful as it is, carries
What is the cat
so
about?
much weight.
Wait,
There is promise here.
how do I go back?
Of a future we can surely achieve. Even now, I'm striving to reach heights I never thought.
How do I go back? I want to go see the kitty.
All that I hope is that
Let
everything
me
we
up.
do here continues to have meaning out there as well.
Ow.
For our sake, for Marin's sake.
That must have been the other thing. I guess you can put the painting or the photo here and get up there and then see it, but I don't think you can, like, take the picture down. No. Oh well. Unless there's another picture somewhere that I'm missing. Maybe? No. I guess you just have to make a choice. Alright. Lame. Let's go. So we need 3 batteries. Let's see. Nothing around here. Nope. Just a little nice area. Okay. What does this say? A treasure in the making. I mean, it's a posted note on a thing. All these eye things as well. Ooh. Aurora Borealis. You can swap between multiple photos using Q. Okay. Can I F to align? Oh no, I think I just fucked up. I think I just accidentally erased the battery. Uh-oh. I had a quarter of your talent with a brush, or half Mirren's skill with a lens, I would immortalize your napping habits, friend. I think I've ever seen someone strike such inventive blows while in repose. Unfortunately, if your latest ducky masterpiece, your naps happen to be prime mischief-making hours. Come to my domain at 2:30 tomorrow for an hour's worth of hard labor. If you ever wish to see Poe Quackles de Guzman again. 2:30 tomorrow. Okay. So I did mess up. Let's get this one. Hi, trees. Okay. So I messed up. Because I accidentally erased the battery. Okay. There we go. All right. Pick up the battery. There's no duck. Did you finish this one too as well, trees? Uh-oh. And then... Okay, so there's something in here. I think there's a fast round to left it. Can't remember how. You press R. Let's undo that real quick. How do I do this? You're 100% it on Steam. Nice. Okay, trade for Crackle to original safe return. Alright. Well, I want the duck back.
It's alive.
We did it!
It's alive.
Okay, settle down. Is there anything else I can
Fancy
do?
much? Yeah, cool.
Oh, God! Maybe not that. Well, hang on to this. You have 100%. Damn. Trees is a gamer. Alright, well, my photo's gone. Okay. Where is the duck? Give me my duck. Give me Guzman. Where's Poe Quackles? Oh. Thank you. Okay, let's read these real quick. Miriam prefers cooler tones for her workspace. Find a better gradient. Okay. I just love puzzle games. Yeah, I was kind of saying, I think I've... You can judge me all you want. That's fine. I think I've hit my wall with Blueprints, where I think that I really enjoy the puzzles, but I don't like the other stuff that I have to go through to get to them. I think I've got enough out of that game at this point where I feel satisfied with my playthrough. Can't be defamation. True. Okay, calling a lawyer a demon. I said gamer. I never said demon. I said gamer. How is it? How is that defamation? By definition, Therese is a gamer. Scott, please. Okay, I think you're still traumatized from that. I'm going to say the term loosely, poutine that Ando posted in Shay's Discord. But I think, yeah, I really enjoy, I was describing it as like, because there's different layers to Blueprints. I think that I hit the layer that was designed for me, and I don't think I want to go to the next level. I don't think that I'm going to get the enjoyment out of completing the next stages of those things that I would with other games. But I really have enjoyed watching other people play it and other people get past those points. I really like that. I think from my own personal experience interacting with the game, I've hit my level with it. I got my money's worth. I'm very satisfied with the gameplay that I've had out of it. I really enjoyed a lot of the puzzles. I love the depth it goes to. I think it's just, I hit my limit with that. I described it a little bit like in a Dark Souls way, where it's like, there's a certain point with Dark Souls games where the juice is not worth the squeeze to me, where I do not get the dopamine hit and the satisfaction of beating a boss at a certain point. I just get frustrated with it, and then by the time I'm done, I just like, it doesn't give me that elated feeling. And I started to get a little close to that with Blueprints, where I wasn't getting that from it because I felt like I had to put so much additional energy into getting to that point that it never kind of like, if this is the outcome here, it would go all the way down and then bring me back to here. And that's a personal problem. That's a fault of me, not the game. But I love watching you play it. I love watching Rudism play it. I love watching other people play it. And seeing you solve it and get through it. I really like that. I'm glad I supported the game. I think it's a bit more of a passive experience for me, past this point. So, yeah. But I really want to play more puzzle games. So I've been playing, we just started this like 20 minutes ago. We're working on a series of paintings, one to represent each of us in a great way to document history. Herrera has been rather shy about it, and Mirren has avoided conversation altogether. I have to look to Qilong for support. Promise to help, but only if I beat him in Mahjong, which is entirely unfair. Hopefully, with the help of a cute kitty, I might be able to cheat. I couldn't get to the cat, though. Sometimes being a little devious is okay, especially for the greater good. You managed to get the... Hell yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. Let me out. There we go. Christ. Okay. That's awesome. Viewfinder was a really subtle one. I like the way it makes it. Yeah, I think that's where it's like scratching the itch of my brain. Because like in one of the previous levels where you have to put the building and climb up it, I then noticed after there's the cat, and I'm like, how do I get to the cat? So that kind of, I guess, ties to that. Is there something? No, there's nothing up here. We're going this way. Okay, so... Yeah, this is so trippy to, like, be stacking these. Like, I don't know how they did it. Rotate and hold. I don't know if I'm...
Oh, that's unusual. So the photo is acting a bit weird.
Yeah, because we're in a photo of the photo of the photo. It's...
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Jesse, come back. You hear it here. Cat hates animals. Cam hates animals. That's not true. I wanted to pet the cat. Oh. Trees, you broke my game. Oh god. Uh-oh. Wait, what?
Welcome back. A little too soon for my liking.
Whoa, what?
Happy to have you.
What?
Seems like the simulation had some difficulty maintaining itself. We might need to reroute our power sources to keep it running. Nothing with old tech. Don't worry, love. We'll get it sorted, and then it's off to the races with you.
This is
Who knew to be this
crazy.
tricky to
Because,
get
like,
to
any
order?
promo of the game is that. It doesn't show any of this. What the fuck?
Be cruel, Jesse. These people were trailblazers. We could find a real tree of life in there. Or is it more critical than
That's
I thought?
crazy.
Well, either way, one thing's clear.
Give me the camera.
Disruptor really might be the game changer we need.
Can I turn this? No. Ugh, I keep holding shift to try and like move faster. None of these games I played want me to move faster. Here's a fart gun. Our world, the red world. Oxygen rates continue to fluctuate as new wave. Oh, so it's like the world is dying and running out of oxygen and they're trying to find trees? Climate potentials, virus simulation. Okay. Oxygen levels. Good. Oh, gee. Alright. I guess we're in Vegas in Blade Runner then. That doesn't help. Press a button. Systems online. Okay. Lab A. Okay, this better not be a horror game. Okay. I guess just turning everything off and back on again. Robin, have you tried that with your computer? Guess not. Is that everything in here? Can I open this door? Nope. Alright, we're going back. Oh, excuse you. Let me get you a tissue real quick.
Nice work.
Gross.
Looks like we're
Gross,
back
gross, gross.
online. Ready when you are.
Gotta really sanitize up, you know? Who knows what else is out there? Okay, back in the white room. That's trippy. I didn't know that about this game. I don't know anything about this game. Really. I knew that it just had camera stuff. And it took photos. Ah. Return to the hub world.
Stunning as I remember it. Let's get our bearings and find where we left off.
Is this something? Can I do something here? Okay, so it's put me back here. That one's broken. Okay, is this where we just were? Or did I just accidentally go back? I feel like I went... No, no, no. This is where we just were. Okay. Because I got the ducky. Okay, we've read all that. Let's do this now. Is this going to end up the same way again, though?
Photos are back to normal too. Excellent. Should
Yep.
be smooth sailing from here.
Should it? Because it looks like we're just getting the same photo over and over. Oh, was I supposed to do something here? Like, am I supposed to... go... break the only teleporter. Uh-oh. Wait, what did I do? How did I destroy the teleporter? Was it there? Uh-oh. Okay, we're not doing good. We're not doing good. How did I break the teleporter? I actually don't know. I don't really get what I'm supposed to be doing. This way? Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna... Where am I supposed to go? All right, well, we're going as far as we can. Oops. Was I supposed to... Am I supposed to go that way? I think I'm gonna restart this one. Hang on. Okay. So, we teleported over here. Where is the teleporter then? It kept saying teleporter. Am I supposed to get up there? Or to that maybe? What am I supposed to do? Maybe I'm supposed to get up to the top. Kept saying teleporter broke. So okay, I'm kind of a little stuck here.
Photos are back to normal too. Excellent.
Okay, well, apparently I
Should be smooth sailing from here.
fucked up. All right, we're going back. Yeah, I don't really... There we go. Okay. We'll go with this. There we go. At least we should be able to do something with this. Like maybe? I'll take the photo just in case. I don't really get what I'm supposed to do. Am I just supposed to get to that? Is that what I was supposed to do? Not really clear on this. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Uh-oh. Oof. Alright, apparently that was what I was supposed to do. Okay, I didn't get that at all. That wasn't making sense to me. Ducks? Hello? Duckies? Ducky boo? Duck llama? Any ducks? Yeah, it's kind of trippy. This game is trippy as hell.
Close your eyes.
I don't know if I should. Is this payback for making you mix new sort?
Lights weren't pairing to PC, now they work. Hi, Shay.
Please, here I
Oh,
am.
sorry. I didn't mean to not reply to you. One sec.
Okay.
Shay, if you're still here, what is happening? What happens?
Close your eyes.
Oops.
I don't know if I should. Is this payback for making you mix new soil compositions all day?
Please, Hiraya, have you ever known?
Well, I absolutely was. I'm sorry. I had it set to Twitch only chat because it wouldn't let me do shoutouts through the streamer bot chat, so I didn't. Can't believe you wouldn't respond in a timely manner. Right? What a piece of shit. You know I have pretend friends now. You have real friends. Please, you have real friends, okay? You have Becky. That's all you need. Dude, this is insane.
See? I told you.
Think he actually reads? Yeah. Well, I mean, he won't see that, Scott. It's too small, as he complains constantly about the chat on screen. Also, real friend here, just knowing it. True. True. Okay, so... Yeah, let's go this way. I love the paint styles of this. Like, the very painterly look. But yeah, what was the issue with the lights?
The colors. How long did this take you?
Now that would be telling. Art should retain some mystery.
Oh, okay. This is weird. For once, I'm awake when you stream. Hi, Pyro.
Are you? I found it. Now this.
Yeah, you were shaming me in the Discord about alarms.
You could say I was stretching my creativity.
I think it's very regressive. Like, the art styles are very regressive. Whoa. That's cool. Can I go inside? Oh my god, I can. Alright, guess we're going into Doom. Seems the Bluetooth connection was too weak, so I hooked it up with the Wi-Fi Bluetooth adapter to the motherboard and it worked. Oh. That's cool, man. So, like, they're fully working now? Also, welcome back. Welcome back from Vegas. Soon it'll be Stickman or Dots, the dream. This is crazy. I mean, I know it's all, like, shaded and everything, but it's like, this is crazy. It's my brain a little bit because it's kind of crooked. But that's also my fault that it's crooked because I placed the photo crooked. What is that?
Your mind is.
Okay, so I gotta get the drawbridge down.
This was fun.
Few things make me happier than when you say that here.
I guess pull this. Yeah. I'm gonna taunt you one sec. Oh no! I'm glad that those lights work, because those lights are sick. Like, if I can pair them, if I get some, and then I pair them with my tube lights as well, that's such a funny, like, combo of, like, the shader and this. Sent you the recipe for the cookies, you son of a bitch. I actually have a really good recipe for my cookies, where it's, I modified it with, adding Nutella in, but it's so fucking good. They're so good. I just don't make them because it's real bad. Wait, can I take you? No. It's also handwritten, so good luck reading it. Nice. I do love a handwritten. I do love me a handwritten recipe. I have one on the side of my fridge. Okay, so oh, this one's online now. So you made cookies? No, I definitely improved. Doing it with like butterscotch and white chocolate chips, and then Nutella in it. Yeah, looking forward to actually using the lights. I'm pumped for you, dude. Seriously, like your setup's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so good, cause like those lights look incredible. The fact that it works with the whole system, the fact that it works with the Stream Deck. Now that you've got it all working, it's gonna be really good, and you can use them like as proper video lights. It's gonna. Can't wait to only use them for videos and not streaming, or the other way around. To be honest, that can happen too, right? I mean, I haven't used any of mine in a long time, so maybe I should just break them out and use them for stream. One or the other, not both. Never both. Okay, so that's broken. So we need batteries.
Is that? It must
Oh, that's cool.
I'll test it out.
That's cool. Okay. Only use them for mood lighting when watching a movie alone, obviously. Obviously. Butterscotch, cocoa fat, fake hazelnut spread, sounds worse. Scott, please. Scott, please. Okay. Oh, why did I put it so far away? Can't pick up objects beneath you. Shay, when he thinks about me. Trying to pull me out of a funk. One. Only, yeah. The cool thing is, like, because it's proper video lights too, you can do so much with them. Like, professional, you can use them as, like, professional tools beyond just as a light. Whereas, like, I like the key light. I'm using the key light by Elgato, and it's fine, but it has a very singular purpose, right? Whereas these lights that Shay just got, they are, like, designed for video. They can, oh, fuck. They can work with, like, DMX. Not the rapper. Oh my god. Shay, stop. And you can, like, program them with different settings and stuff. The rapper, is he dead? Did he quite literally cradle to the grave? Why can't they work with DMX? Apparently because he's dead. Also, yes, I do. I desperately need to go to Costco. I do. I do actually desperately need to go to Costco. I got stuff and things I need to buy. Really, you just want the car back. That's what it is. But I do need to go to Costco. I gotta fill up the freezer. Okay, cancel your Sunday plans. The gang is going to Costco. Maybe oh, you know what? Maybe I should have, like, used those other photos. Maybe I missed something. Shay's place is half a wall setup. Yes. Hot Costco day. Oh, baby. You can control DMX lights with Unreal too. Yeah. So those Amaran lights are DMX enabled. So you could actually create apps within... See, that's the thing that's really cool with things like Unreal Engine. We were talking about game dev earlier. I've like, I want to use Unreal Engine for things other than making games. But so Rudism has a thing where he's made his entire alert system and stream alerts through his own Unity app. Like, he made his own game that runs his stream. And so you could make a game or something like Pyro and I have been talking about for stream that you could then run and have like the Twitch interaction. But you could then have it where now with those Amaran lights, you could program in the lights. So it could also change stuff. So like Shay and I were talking about like with Schedule 1 or like a cop thing or whatever, you could have cop lights going off. You could have it programmed in. It's really cool. You call back so I can pull all the shit I leave in the trunk that I took out your place for cat gets. True, yeah, you need the storage locker back, aka your car. You store bodies in the car. I mean, I stored Sarah in the car for a while. I still have a hand truck, a hand dolly in the trunk. I need to get out as well. Ooh, okay. So, now, let's make a photocopy first, just in case. So I want to do with Unreal. Just been lazy. There's a lot of stuff like you could do with Unreal. Oh, I realized as well I Xeroxed the Xerox earlier. That was probably a bad idea. Chocolate bar. They look pretty good, not gonna lie. I really want to get... I remember London Drugs had something insane. It was like it was something like 6 kilos of dairy milk chocolate for like $9 or something insane. Okay, let's... Okay. Not just a mediocre face, my friends. Also, just give things to Cam. I hear he wants more stuff. No, usually I'm giving stuff to Shay. I found, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna keep it regardless. I found like the box for the Vlog upgrade. I put on the GH5. So if you ever need it, I have it. Mediocre face? Your face has layers. It does have layers. It's called wrinkles. I'm getting fucking old. Water doesn't need to have a smell. I couldn't stop thinking about this while watching Haraya tend to her plants today. There's an addictive quality to this place that makes up for the inaccuracies that surround us when we come here. Out of thin air, we create beauty that tickles some. Oh boy. but not all of our senses. Strictly speaking, the code we create is a technical marvel, and designing new structures thrills me like nothing else. Should try pegging. But the novelty of it all makes it too easy to forget what a real flower smells like. Also, and I don't want to forget. That's true. You don't want to forget. Can I examine the photo? No. All right. Upside down painting. Oh, there's the cat. There's the cat. Okay. Okay. Shut up. We're gonna Xerox. We're gonna Xerox this. I don't care that it's called photocopier in the game. It's a Xerox. Okay. Gonna make a copy of this. I want to get to the cat because it's watching me. I always feel like there's a kitty watching me. Wait, it what the? Come back. All right. Well. Where am I supposed to go? Xerox is a brand. Yeah, but they didn't copyright or patent the thing, and so they lost the rights to it. All right. Where are we supposed to go? Down there, maybe? Okay, clear my keyboard. I'm not going to be able to type. Make sure nothing is lost. And mute and pause. Yeah, you should mute and pause. If you just start typing random things, I won't assume that you're having a stroke. I'll just assume that you're cleaning your keyboard. That's fine. It's fine by me. Oh, it's there. Okay. Maybe like that will work. Kind of. It didn't really work the way I hoped. No, that wasn't. That's not right. I can't do anything with that. All right. Okay, just about made it. Uncle Lilet Shay's fallen down his keyboard and can't get up.
That looks interesting.
Alright, we're so back. Now there's a train. We're off. We're doing it. Duckies! I don't see any other duckies. This one looks weird. Come on, one more ducky. Where are you? Maybe I gotta do that half two thing or whatever it said. Yeah, we'll take the photo. Is that one? No, it's a flower. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright, let's reverse. Slam down, flip it and reverse it. There we go. Huh. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be the wrong one, isn't it? Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe this will give me something that I need to get up to that one. Or is that the same? That's the same. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, God. Can I throw a brick at myself? No. Alright. George remade episode... Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm not rewatching that shit. I don't care. Ducky! We did it! Find all the ducks in chapter 1. Hell yeah, dude. What did they... Okay, what did they change? What did they change? Because it was somehow worth... I'm not surprised. I'm not... Because if they had to change it, that meant that they had to rush it, and they knew it was wrong, and they built everything as a plan in a different way. We got all the duckies. She stayed with Mac. Yeah, but she did that at the end of the original. So that's what they did. They just kissed. It was mostly the same. They just fan serviced the end. I don't understand. I just don't want to watch it. I really don't. Oh fuck. All right. Wait. Let's go out. Uh-oh. Let's go this way. Maybe it's different. Nope. Not different at all. No kiss. Just stayed with Iron. So all they did was just remove the kiss. So this is the problem, because they can't win no matter what they do. But that's because they made bad choices to get there regardless, right? They built up the whole thing of the relationship, the entire thing. That looks different. That looks weird. That looks, yeah. And then did the kiss, which was the worst idea because they built to that. But then having that context and then going back and changing it now would feel wrong because they've built it in a certain way. Fan service Iron definitely sounds like something he would do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. They just did it wrong. They were building it in a specific way. I think she should have left. Is that something? I think she should have just left. I don't know. It doesn't make sense that she would stay regardless. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? I feel like I'm doing something very... Oh. Maybe? Maybe I was supposed to Xerox something and... There's a table up there. But I can't get the photo on it. She should have chosen life and not the game. Like, it's fine if she came back, but like, the thing is for me that I didn't like. I wonder if I'm supposed to like flip it upside down. See, because like there's that. It's not a. The thing is, they think that that's the problem. They think the problem is just that he kissed her at the end and not bigger issues. The problem with Mythic Quest that they got to is that all of the characters are so one-dimensional and written so boringly. Like, they're really well written, but they're flat, like, lacking in complexity characters. That was the problem. It wasn't that they kissed. It was just that they had no depth to any of the characters. Like the assistant, who's obsessed with being an assistant and pissed off that she gets promoted because she's no longer an assistant, is the stupidest plotline. It doesn't make any sense. She had zero character growth. Okay. Ooh. Throughout the entire season. I think I'm gonna have to restart this. I think I've messed up. And they all just regress to the worst versions of their characters. The changing was meaningless. Dana's character started out as the nice person that becomes part of... She's like a nice person that's positive and a game dev and everything like that. And then she gets her own game. And then she becomes like this mean-spirited person that's going to take down some 17-year-old. But then they don't do anything with that either. Like, there's just... It's just like very linear forward thinking. This is happening right now, and no thought of how it ties together or creates an overarching plot, right? Nothing had any consequence. Nothing had any like meaning or value. And it just kind of like happens. It's boring. They lost the plot. Yeah, I mean, it just felt like there was nothing. They were just killing time. They had such an opportunity to like show the intricacies of game development as an industry and make comments and critique. Like the best episodes are the ones where it's not even about the main characters. I'm gonna restart this level. Like the one with Jake Johnson was really good. The one that was like the history of the writer guy was an interesting one. And okay, I'm gonna go Xerox this first. And they just did nothing with it. It just became about nothing. The whole thing is just about ego, and that's fine. But they don't even commit to that, right? It's stuff like that where it's frustrating. And everyone's just like a horrible character that's flawed but with no depth. Oh, fuck, I did it wrong. All right, hang on. There's the problem. You have to hire and develop the young indie dev as a character. Yeah, you can't just take them as that character and then immediately make them a main character and give them, like, nothing to do. I want to try something. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Is there anything I can do with that? Okay, hang on. I thought maybe there was something... Oh, nope, okay. Well, I guess that answers that question. The narrator in this game sounded like Ashley Burch, which reminded you of Mythic Quest. Ah. Okay. What if I have to do it this way? No. It's probably gonna make me get the duck again. No, got the duck. Okay. What am I missing here? So there's a staircase that goes up, but is that... So am I supposed to put this somewhere specific? Maybe? Oh, okay. I'm gonna rewind all the way. Kind of feels like they had a game dev writers in the first season and let go of Sega. Well, the other aspect is like Ubisoft was a big, was an investor, right? They were an investor on the show, and there's an aspect of like considering what's been going on with Ubisoft. There's a little bit of potentially an element of they were like, ooh, we don't really want to point a negative light on these things because we did those things, you know? There is an aspect to that that could be true, you know? Okay, I don't really get what I'm supposed to do here. I'm gonna try something though. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a biopic can only be as good as it is if you don't have the original person involved. Like when Elton, like I still think Rocket Man is an incredible movie, but it's limited by the fact that Elton John was a producer on it, right? Because there's biases. I don't get where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do here. I'm getting a little lost. So they could dunk on the intro. Well, it's not even just like necessarily dunk on it, but there's no honesty, there's no critique, there's no, like, it's so surface level. It's not even got anything to do with the game industry and the intricacies within that, right? Because it's like the whole thing with Dana and the contracts, that could have been an interesting thing, right? There's a morality to that. Like, there could have been commentary in that. It doesn't have to just be this surface level thing of like, it can still be comedy within that. It can be satirical. But I think it just didn't know what it wanted to be. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going. Same thing with the Queen biopic. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Maybe I'm supposed to... I have an idea. I have an idea, and it might not be correct, but it's going to require a little bit of maneuvering. Okay, so I think I need to, like, place this, like, here. So that I can get the photograph. Oh, fuck. All right. Maybe? Ugh. Gives me a little bit of motion sickness when when it's like this. Okay. Okay, guess I can't pick it up. Where am I supposed to go? Feels like something. I thought that might be it, where it's like I have to pick up that photo, but... Okay, I'm gonna restart the level again. Pick up the photo. Let's try it. Well, I don't think this way is gonna work, but... because you can't literally get around, so it doesn't work. Okay. So it makes the most sense to be like this. Let's maybe try it in a different place. Not that it makes that much difference, but... because that's a floor, that's flooring, right? It's not necessarily ceiling, but... okay. Is that? No. Okay, so then there's this one, which gives me this. This might be the same as I just... yeah. So it's just a loop, right? That's not, no. So this is just a loop. Oh god. Wait, let me go back on this one. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh, alright. So this one gives me the bricks. But, like, what am I supposed to do with it? Like, where am I supposed to go with this? That's not right. I don't think that's right. Yeah, I'm not really understanding. Unless I'm just missing something really obvious. Because it takes you all the way to here. I got the duck, but then what? Like, there's no book, there's no photos, there's no painting, there's shoes. It takes me up here, which makes me think this is supposed to connect to something, but I don't know what. Maybe that? But that's where I started. Nothing in the plants. Feels like it's supposed to take me somewhere to that staircase. Can you place the picture upside down and dump the contents down? No, it doesn't seem to work that way. Everything seems to be glued like that. I tried putting this upside down. I even tried putting this beneath one of those and then pick up another photo, and it didn't work. Wait, is that something? Is that platform something? Oh, okay. Maybe not. Am I meant to get to the roof? I think it's more of like, I don't know where I'm supposed to, like, build towards. That's the issue, is I know I'm supposed to build towards something, but there's nothing out here. You know? There's that, there's that. There's that. Okay, there's nothing there. Not quite sure. Is there something on the other side of this? Ooh, my ears are itchy. Ooh, that felt weird. Paint. Something to do with paint, maybe? Maybe I gotta look at, like, the paintings a little bit closer. Maybe I'm supposed to build towards that? So that's definitely not the right thing to do. Maybe... Okay, the painting has something on the the painting that's in the corner. Okay. So I think it was like this. Because this painting has like the trellis with birds on it. So this is the trellis. Anything to do with the colors, maybe? Green. I mean, there's RGB. I guess it's just like I don't know if I'm over or underthinking a puzzle, right? I don't. That's the thing is like I don't think I've really been. Maybe I have been shown enough, and I'm just like thinking wrong. So I feel like I need the one on the shadow side first. Maybe this... Okay, I don't get the point of this. Could that be a floor, perhaps? Maybe? I don't know. I don't even know what I can... I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Nope. Maybe I'm just not cut out for puzzle games. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I just need to learn that I'm a dumb piece of shit. And that's what it is. I don't know, maybe I have to build... But if I build that way, does it... Okay, no. I'm trying to see if, like, if I build a certain way, does it do that thing where it's like, you destroyed the only... blah, blah, blah. No. What? Calwist, hello. Hello, my sweet baby. Oh god. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, this is so trippy. Okay. Okay, so there's a brick on the floor. But I don't understand where that came from. There's nothing else it's like pointing out. What's the... Is the brick something? Callous. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the 45 months. I don't know what's happening with my alerts. Streamlab alerts isn't working anymore. Thank you for the 45 months. Thank you, thank you. It straight up just didn't even show that you just reset. I don't know what's going on. Thank you so much. Off to the football. Have a good time. It's good to see you. Only briefly. Wait, American football or real football? I just, yeah, I don't understand what I'm doing. I don't understand where I'm supposed to be going. Hand egg, yeah. I don't understand either. It's neither. I pay a lady named Salad to brutalize your test. Oh, baby. She hiring? Hiring. That doesn't make sense. I feel like the game is asking me to do something that it's not shown me the mechanic for. Or I'm just really missing something very, very obvious. Like, this feels very intentional. As if, like, I'm supposed to stand on it and, like, either click on something or get to a specific, like... So that there is on the side of something. So it makes me think that it has to, like... Maybe there's something to do with that? I don't know. But I don't know what piece that is. I'm gonna restart again. Yeah, I'm not quite... Again, it could just be me getting this wrong. But I don't really get what I'm supposed to be doing. One with a round ball and boys and shit. Ooh. Very hot. Very droll. Maybe it's this one? Go back. Oh god. Oh god. Like, is this something? No. Like, what am I doing? I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Is there a hint system? I mean, this is chapter 1, level 4. This is, again, this is why I feel fucking stupid. Because I'm like, what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something incredibly obvious. That either the game has told me and I missed, or it didn't tell me. Am I supposed to get to, like, this? Hi, Carrie. It's like me playing Claire Obscura. Are you enjoying that game? I have not played it. I don't think that... I definitely know for sure that game is not for me. But it's just, I don't fully get what I'm supposed to do. Other than just keep going through the same room over and over again. It feels... Yeah, what am I missing? Because, like, I can put this in here. Right? And then this just gives me the photo of the room I was just in. Which then... just puts me... like, I'm just going in a circle. Right? Like, I'm just going... literally just going in a circle at this point, then. Isn't this the definition of insanity? Feeling dumb because I'm bad and it feels bad. I feel love except for the dodging, the parrying, which feels completely random with no visual. I've heard that it's sound cues. I've heard that it's sound cues with Clair Obscur that you've got to listen for. Which, with a lot of swelling music, makes it really tough. Sure, if there's... I mean... I'm pretty sure that's what it is. However, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily easier. Forces you to play at story difficulties is not in game. Yeah, so you're like in a weird balance. I watched a Gymquisition video about that, and they were saying about how it's like there's literally... you literally have to parry and dodge. Like, you literally have to parry, otherwise you cannot progress in the game. As well. I did notice, but it's not clear at all. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna keep going this way. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because if I do the other one, it gives me the... it gives me the little maze. But... like, if I go this way, it gives me the brick maze, but it doesn't... that's then just like a dead end. Like, I can't go anywhere after this. This game looks cool, but I throw your monitor out the window. This is the thing where I'm like, I feel fucking stupid. Because this is chapter 1, level 4. You know? It's just... I feel like I'm genuinely missing something incredibly obvious. I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes. And then I'm just gonna look it up. Because... this is how I felt playing The Witness. I ended up reaching a point in The Witness where I ended up having to just Google the answer, and I was like, I'm not even playing this anymore. You know what? I'm actually just gonna look it up now. View Finder Chapter 1 Level 4.1. No, I don't want to watch a video. 30-second videos. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, this is what it's saying. No, you're all good, Carrie. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, apparently, this is the solution. This is what I have to do. Okay. Head through the corridor, pick up the photo of the table. Okay. And then you do it this way. This is such a... What? Oh my god. Okay. How?
I wonder what else is in. What's that?
That is the dumbest shit.
That looks interesting.
Yeah, I don't want to figure out what Jonathan Blowfish thinks. It was like the stuff where it's like the shadows creating a map from the trees, but like I could only run the game on super low settings, so it was aliased to shit, so you couldn't see the path. I was like, this is insane. That was great. That was a ridiculous puzzle. Also, it made no, like, everything there made no sense. The way that they set up their puzzle made no sense. That makes it seem so much more complicated than it is. Okay. It's just I'm not reading the things the correct way. Like, I didn't try it different ways. Okay. I'm just a dumb. Okay, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. What am I doing now? Oh.
I must admit, I'm surprised you made it this far.
Me too, because I had to cheat.
Someone's wandered around this place, and it's good to have you. There's plenty of things to do here. Have you finished exploring? The train will take us to Horias Station, a place where science and art meet nature. But I'm
All right.
a brilliant designer. All the lovely artistic elements you see are all thanks to his handiwork. Though his colleagues were...
Oh man, that was chapter 1.
Their work was always set to change the world. Or so they said. Often. Oh, I'm Kate, by the way. An artificial record keeper developed by Miriam.
Yeah, that just like, I don't know.
Here to assist you in any
It's on me for not like properly checking and tunnel visualing.
you discover.
I like the little cats though. Let me pet the cat. The heck, game? All right.
Glad to find out that's how they got around. Whoa, is that a tree?
Look at all these guitars.
Sick! Wonder if the fountain you had a rock.
Oh god, get me away from this woman. She's acting like me and there can only be one of me. I don't like... I can only be the version of me in the room because I hate the version of me in other people. Okay. Looks like Vim. Okay. Nope, no music. Nope. Nope. I thought maybe I could walk through. Nope, guess not. Alright, so we gotta get across to this. Am I missing something? Alright, so... where is the photograph that lets me get across? Hello? Photograph? No. Oh, can't go out of that. Village World Tour. Oh. Holy shit. Okay. That's cool. Ah, okay. So now it's teaching me. Now we're cooking with gas.
Nice one.
Nice.
That's weird. Sorry, the simulation is really buggy on my end.
No bugs. Minecraft. Shovel. Shovel run? Maybe we'll find some turnips. Okay. So this, I guess, okay. I'm gonna have to get to a position where I can align these. So we can't do that yet. Or we can do that, we just have to be up here. Nailed it. Hi, cat. And see you for a sec. Where's the ducks, man? Give me some freaking ducks. Honk. Oh no.
Oh, thank God, you answered. It's me. I don't know how it happened, but somehow I lost direct communication with you. Live comms don't seem to be working where you are. That should be fine, though. We can talk using this method, as long as you pick up. I'll try to leave voicemails if you can't.
Oh, good.
I've been monitoring your vitals in the system, so I'll keep you posted as you wander along.
Definitely British. She left out the T in vitals. 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 Or it's fake British, you know. How big is led to this moment? We're going to change the world. And then there's just a table covered in scat. Ooh, don't think so. Don't think so. Okay, there's different colors.
These are interesting experiments.
Show diagram to Aaron. You left hard enough to watch yourself. Bananas. This really is blueprints. Bring these to planning session.
I'll make sure to keep an eye out and see how this
Okay, so
experiment
just sky.
unfolds.
So I feel like something like that. All it takes is one seed. I don't know, tell that to Elon. There we go. All right. See, this kind of stuff I like. This is interesting to me. Okay, that's annoying. So, okay, I have to reverse. Maybe I don't, but okay. Can you let me through? Yeah. Okay. So, do that. Then we do this. And then that got rid of the wall, which means now I can stand in the right spot. Yeah, there it is. Oh no, not power.
Seeing you walk around
I have to give this power. Oh god. Prisms. My one weakness. Cat, help me. Now I can pet it? Well, achievement done. 10 out of 10 game. Okay, so we gotta do prismatic. So the middle one's gotta be. So this one's gotta be green. That one's gotta be pink, and the next one's gotta be red. Blue. I know colors. Or is that supposed to be red and it's just weird? Okay, play you.
Doesn't two pair beat three of a kind?
Not in 5-card draw.
Nor in Texas Hold'em.
Okay.
There are no Texans here.
What is this, Balatro now?
To see why we should play by their rules.
It's more about
How do you screen printing mural successes? Mural awkward, stream big but remain practical. Strawberries, windowsill code we can apply back home.
When you put budget family.
Something happy,
I
kind
suppose
of
I can see the
okay.
appeal.
You can okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fruit trees or healing trees. Practical suggestions only, please. I second bagger's tree ideas when nature's playing. And Leung to model by photo filtration. You can swap between multiple photos using Q. Yeah, okay. That means nothing to me. Okay, so... something over here.
Brilliant, isn't it?
A little cute kitty. Okay, so that's on that side. So we gotta find a way over here. Are we gonna use playing cards to like bridge gaps? Is that what's happening? Perfect stuff for a nap. Don't fall off the edge. You miss me if I did. Oof, too real. I miss your mystery herbal brews. That's worse. Just say no. Next time, just say no. It's like I'd only miss your tea. That's not what I want to hear. Okay, that's it's not helpful. All right, now we need blue, which go this way. Thank goodness sensible ideas. Guy tag on for the meeting. We never raised a handsome guy with killer dress sense. I take it back. Yeah, you should. You should. Okay. There we go. Okay. So it was just red. It just looked pink for some reason. What was the point of the cards? Red herring? So, hub world. Nice. Okay. Is there anything... okay. Wants to do about plants, which is nice. Sure. Why not? Why the heck not? Okay, so we gotta get to that. We gotta get up to this. And... maybe? I don't know. My dreams too practical, my plans are too dreamlike. Mirren said as much to me the other day when I joked that if the master hard drive goes up in smoke, we'll always have our memories if it doesn't take us long for the ride. Personally, I found my excellent double pun to be funny. She was not amused. It's just as well that there's no winning a game of words with her. A long time ago, I learned that only results can make a certain type of person pay attention. Luckily, the Biochar experiments are going to be better than expected. Soon I'll have interesting finds to show. Now, if we just stabilize my soil variables, the loop I've programmed might have a chance of crossing over into our world. Okay. Phase 2. Okay, Marvel. Has anyone seen the Thunderbolts yet? I've been hearing that it's a better one of the Marvel movies, but it's also just kind of like a Marvel movie. You know? It's like better relative to the other films that have just come out in the last 3 to 5 years. But what is this? Watermelon Man.
I believe their name is Melanie.
Let me pay you.
Some of Araya's more playful work.
Ooh. Note to self. Nope. Alright, we need to pick up something that can let us bridge up to here. So, how do we find a way up? How do we find a way up? Anything I can... this? It has like... what's interesting, I don't know if it's the same dev. Correct me if I'm wrong. It has that feeling of... oh, I completely missed this. Superliminal. I don't know if anyone played that game. It has that interesting concept of superliminal. Use camera, look through the viewfinder. Oh, God. Oops. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
I've been running these biochar experiments for a few days now. Every time I think I've finally achieved the perfect soil composition.
And the cat's there as well.
As soon as I mimic future climate conditions, poof, my work falls apart. It's disheartening, but not enough
Oh.
to slow me down.
Do it that way.
Excellent shot.
Must be something
It's there as well.
unseen.
Nice. Okay. That was pretty cool. I like this. Now you take the photos yourself. Let me pet. Yes. I don't think I can only pet when he's up there. Alright, so that needs... So that'll let me take 5. Let's not destroy the battery. I wonder if I... Wait. Just want to make sure I didn't accidentally delete a banana. Nah, we're good. We're good. Who cares? Keep wanting to like click to do the... Let's do... Let's just get another one of those just in case.
I feel like teaming up might have a solution to this.
Yes.
This mess of my own making.
Orange.
He must know what Mirren has been working on. Squirreled away in her own little corner. Maybe I can
Okay.
find a way to help.
Ah, I have an idea. I have an idea.
Mending relationships often felt harder for Haraya than tending to her plants. I wonder why she always put in the effort despite that.
This might be a bad idea. Okay, give me a sec. Give me a second. Okay. So.
That's quite the clever solution.
Yes. And then I'll just go grab. You know what? We'll be a little lazy, and we will just do the same thing again. Haha! It worked! See, why can I do stuff like that, but then everything else, just normal basic shit I'm struggling with.
Not that I mind company.
Pet it. Pet it.
On the contrary, really. I find you to be quite adventurous and fun.
Okay, so that's the end of the chapter.
I remember this. Haraya once told me that there's power in nurturing something.
Okay.
I'm uncertain by what she meant, but
So-
you seem to have a handle on things.
Might have fucked up. Give that sun. Okay, so I might have to undo this. Oh no, I'm gonna have to undo it because I kind of messed up. So I think I have to grow the plants. Could still be wrong. So you need to take a photo this way. You have to take a photo this way. Okay. This is definitely exactly as I remember with a Tamagotchi. It's kind of crazy. So I think I've done it wrong. Can I not take the photo? Okay. Oh. Okay, it's dying. Oh god. Give it some sun. Am I gonna have to go do all of this and then still be wrong? Yeah, I'm not 100% on this. Wait, does that mean it's done? Bumblebee. Grow the flower to attract the bee. I feel like I've done this wrong. Because I feel like I'm supposed to take a photo of this to get somewhere. Or okay. So then if I do this, no. There we go. Okay. I need to do it this way. So that's... Are you fucking kidding me? Oh! Oh my god. I put the frickin' Tamagotchi thing in the way. Alright, let me... There we go. Oh, balls. Alright. There we go. Okay. And then we take you, take this way, Hold you up. Put you here. Give me the photo. Huh. God damn, dude. That was, the fact that I put it exactly where it needed to be is ridiculous. Okay, where are we at? We're at 4 o'clock. All right. I think this is a good time to call it. I know it's a really short stream, but I do have to still do some other things. I'm really sorry that I started late. I just really wasn't doing well mentally. I know exactly why, and I'm going to address it. It's just going to take a little bit of time. But I appreciate people being here and showing up and saying hi and passing through. Toxic, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna part of it is I'm gonna go to the gym. Like, I'm already late by, like, again, it has a knock-on effect, right? So I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna just kind of decompress for the evening. I might work on the game stuff a little bit. I was thinking possibly I might do, I hate to even say, like, game dev streams. It's more just a way to consolidate wanting to spend that time making the game while also being able to keep to the stream schedule, but I also feel like I'm not ready to do it. But maybe that's something later down the road I would consider doing when I feel a bit more comfortable to do it. Cry to the Notebook. Maybe. I've been watching Poker Face. I don't know if anyone's seen that show. It's created by Ryan Johnson, his Natasha Lyonne. It's really good, but it also is kind of frustrating. Because it is a show where it's about someone who can always detect when someone's lying, and she's kind of like on the run, but then the show is about her solving murders, but the first half of the episode is them showing you in excruciating detail the murder, so you already know who died and what happened, and then you go back and then you watch someone integrate into that story and figure out. It's like a procedural structured in a different way. It wasn't every like look at the stars. Yeah, there was a little bit of that where it's like the last episode I watched had Nick Nolte in it. There was one that had Simon Helberg from The Big Bang Theory, which was kind of weird. Luis Guzman was in one of the episodes with Nick Nolte, and it's like, look, Natasha Lyonne is incredible. I love watching her do stuff and be in shows, and I want to see her in more things. It's a very, like, incredibly well written, enjoyable show that is structured in a really weird way where it tells you everything up front and then you just have to watch it. Like, that's the problem I'm having with it, Pyro, is I really like it, but I almost feel like I need to skip the first 20 minutes to then watch the episode. But again, if it did it the way that other shows do it, then it would just be another procedural. It's such a weird, it only works in this format, but it's a weird format. Because I want to see, like, I like the premise, it's just very strange. But anyway, I've been watching that, so maybe I finished Reacher. My god, Reacher is so fucking dumb. Season 3 is the dumbest of the dumb. The relationship with the FBI woman makes no sense whatsoever. It's, oh my god, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh wow, there's a lot of people on right now. You know what? Let's play into the psychological aspect. Chronicle's live. Let's go say hi to Chronicle. Oh god, he's shaved. He looks very different. Not in a bad way. I want to be clear. It was surprising. Caught me off guard. Finished Reacher, time for BMS. Bowel movement syndrome. I still need to watch the new Black Mirror season as well. Reacher fell off hard after season 1. Yeah, season 2 was an interesting idea. Blue Mountain State. I just like ignoring all of that stuff. Reacher, like, season 2 was interesting where they were like, oh, people really like Neely. Let's expand more on this. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. But then they started like backfilling all this information that didn't need backfilling of like this expressions and sayings that he has. And then season 3 is so stupid. but still like kind of great in that like this is dumb, but you know it's dumb kind of way. I don't know, if you ever want to switch your brain off and watch some action, it's really true. Like the way the season 3 ends and then he explains in excruciating detail to the person that he just did something to, what he did and how he did it, is really funny because who cares? Imagine rating out since got criminal. I know, I'm sorry, Paragon, I'm sorry. I started late and I'm ending after a shorter stream. But we're going to go raid Chronicle, who was here earlier. They're really great. Go say hi. Black Mirror, got to give that a chance, although not much buzz around this season. People are kind of done with it. I heard as well that the Netflix is allegedly taking Bandersnatch off the platform. So it's like it only exists on Netflix. It's, yeah. I don't know. We're entering into a weird phase of streaming and content and movies and TV shows. So, yeah. Anyway, that's a conversation for another time. I'm going to do my best to be back tomorrow. I'll let you know with more notice this time if that's not happening, but I'm going to operate on the assumption that I will be streaming tomorrow at a more normal time. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of decompress my brain a bit and go have hopefully a good workout. So yeah. Anyway, go say hi to Chronicle. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday/Sunday. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.